All right, and we are live. welcome, everyone. I'm Thalstan, a elven knight errant VTuber, and well, tonight we're finally finishing up that kit I started a couple of weeks ago. I know we sidetracked ourselves a little bit because it's been, like I said, it's been a couple of weeks, but I'm pretty sure we can get this guy finished up tonight. I hope everyone's having a wonderful morning, afternoon, or night, depending on where you are. At time of viewing. Yeah, and the last part we were working on, because we got, I think it was the legs. Sorry, just getting the bits out here. So obviously the waist, these two side bits we can't put on just yet. Helmet, arms. Yeah, so I believe it's legs we're working on next. Okay, so just as per usual, just trying to get my stuff organized here. I don't think there's any other loose bits. No, there's not. Okay. All right. Let's see here. Legs. We want to take a look at that. We want what? Alpha 1. Of course, we have to remember which runners are what. Alpha 1. We'll get that guy in. Alpha. We'll just drag this box over for a sec. Because obviously, me putting these away were a little bit haphazard. Bravo 1, Bravo 2. Charlie, the white runner, yeah. Okay. Is this Alpha 2? Yes. That's our Alpha 2. Delta 1 and Echoes. Okay, so Echo 1 and 2. We do need. We'll grab those two. And Delta 1 and 2. Basically leaving Foxtrot behind. Okay. So, I'll just move those over there. I'm sure we will get to Foxtrot soon enough. But, okay, let's see here. And hopefully, I'm able to do this nicely, because as I was saying, end of last stream, last night, the one gym I go to, they had their more or less annual, or sometimes they do twice a year, sometimes once, annual sort of little challenge, so to speak, for that's basically, a 2,000-meter row, 300 body weight exercises, and then running for 5 kilometers or 3.1 miles. So, and well, I beat got a new personal best with that. With running itself, or 46 minutes. 46, well, a little over 46 minutes for all of that. Last year was 50, and the first year where I wasn't doing it running, but power walking, so it was a little different. That was 48 minutes. So we've definitely improved a lot. Improved a lot over the, since, 2023. So if I'm a little more exhausted than usual, that's why. Yeah, I'm probably gonna be somewhat sore tomorrow too, but well, it is what it is. But I'm not gonna lie, I was feeling a little not great after after hitting stop on the treadmill. Jeez. Thankfully, not things didn't end as badly as the first time I went to the gym. First time I went to the said gym, since it's one of those ones where you would book a class and it's an hour long sort of thing. The first one, I didn't even get past the 30-minute mark. So, yeah. And that's with me being, this. Oh, yeah. Big improvement since then. Big improvement. But yeah, let's see what we're getting ourselves into here. So yeah, we got the A and Echoes. We'll get these guys just. Whoops. That's yes, of course, with anything, it's definitely possible to overdo things. So you just have to be careful with that. But generally, getting some exercise is a good thing, a very good thing. So, all right. So we want on the alpha runners. Let's see, alpha 218. Okay, so we just want 18. Yeah, and then 19 is the next step. Okay. So that was my day earlier today with the effectively benchmark. And yeah, it's fun sort of community-ish sort of thing. And even though I just mainly focus on just doing my best. Yeah, because we have to do these 2 times each. So, all right. So we'll do these sort of one at a time. We'll just move this a little closer to me. And just try to do these nice clean, nice clean cuts. That's I will say the worst part of a lot of those sort of workouts for myself is more the interesting. Mind you, I nipped this out weirdly, so let's see here. Yeah, because this guy did remove a bit in a strangish way. Try this. Just try to get that cleaned up a little bit. Yeah, of course, our our nippers here are obviously not the most. I could do something like that a little. Oh, let me just. Yes, remember that the camera needs to see what I'm doing. Okay, I think. All right, we'll just maybe not because I'll decide that was close to the number, so we'll probably won't do that same little mistake on the whatchamacallit on the other runner. Okay, so echo. Yes, we need echo 1, 12, and 10. Since this was alpha 2, we'll just do alpha 2 or echo 2s first. Just keep them all together. I don't think it really is important in this case, but let's see. We want yes, 12 and 10. So that would be this guy here. Is 12. Yeah, and this, with it being so close to that tag, we'll do this. It shouldn't really be much of a stress mark because it's not like the bulk of it's already being pried from the thing as is. So there's this guy. Boom. Okay. There we go. So there's that guy, and then we need 10. So of course, here, where's our number 10? Ah, right here. Do that. Again, this is another one that's like really close to the tag. We'll just do that. Okay. There. And clean these guys up. Gotta clean up well. Actually, pretty well. Good. Good. Okay. We do have to do that a second time. But before that, let's we'll go through the steps with one set here. Before we. Okay, so we got the 2 pins like that. Then this guy goes in here. Okay, that's straight way up. Yep. Then this one, we need. Yeah, it looks like the See, kind of like this. They definitely exaggerate the raised portion on this part here, it looks like. So that, yeah, that goes... So that goes in like so. For our... for that part. Okay. Okay, that's good. And then we want number 19 on A. Oh, please. Let's not to be a klutz here. Like it's more of an endurance type of workout thing I did today, not the strength one. So that, in theory, should mean that these arms aren't that bad off. All right, and then here, yeah, because yeah, lifting a bit heavier than you should. Oh man, it's not being able to lift even like a freaking fork afterwards for a good while. That's never it's as funny as it is, it's annoying too. You do such a workout, you get do a good workout now and you can't even lift the freaking fork to have lunch. So it's okay, let's see here. Like a 1, or sorry, 2, 9, and 4. So, oh, sorry, it's Echo, not Alpha, Echo. Look at the wrong one. So here we want number 4. Okay, so this has ball bearing on it. I say ball bearing, but it's got a ball type shape to it. Yeah, because all we got left to do on this guy is legs, the backpack, and the extra weapons and stuff. Okay, so there's that. That one, yeah, was number 4, and then 9. So here we go. That, and will we be able to get away with this with having enough to... Yes. Yes, we do. I think yep. I think a bit already kind of came off there. Yeah, just making sure. And this here's another gate. Gotta get just lush with the side there. Nope. Well, it went that way. Okay. Well, that was not the way I was expecting it to fly. But we'll get that cleaned up after the fact. We'll get that cleaned up after the fact. Okay, so now that we got this, let's see here. That we want it like this. And then there is a right way to this. Let me just move some stuff aside here and take a closer look. And maybe we'll move the stickers there for the moment. Just okay, so it looks like... Alright, so if I looked at this from the side... Oh, not this piece. This from the side. We got this here. Okay. So it should be like this. Okay, let's see. Let's see here. Try to keep things in focus here if we can. Come on, there we go. There. That works. And it is now in. Awesome. So, Oh. He's like, yeah, once it's in, you need to do that. Okay. All right, that's fine. So we just need to do that. It doesn't mention. Okay, so we'll do the other side next. Now that we've got an idea of what pieces we need. I'm just gonna. I guess we could go backwards. So 9 and 10. Or 9 and 4, sorry. And get those all clipped out. There we go. Like, also, the fact that we're like less than well, pretty much a week away from the end of April. It's kind of surprising how quickly time has flown. I'm gonna be honest. It's yeah, it's we're already like up here we have a weekend the May to 4 weekend. Usually it's like the second or third weekend of May. That's usually a holiday for us up this way. So that that pretty much marks the unofficial start of summer for us up here, at least where I am in Canada. So that's it's quite telling because as far as I'm aware, I haven't really mind you, we've been getting some pretty spring like weather lately. Usually rainy sort of weather. Like I think yesterday. Like yesterday evening was pretty rainy and it was rainy early this morning. So yeah, it's I'm just kind of baffled at how quickly time seems to fly. But yeah, it's let's see. There we go. And we want to turn that downwards. So it's like that. All right. Next, I want to get the pieces out from this. So 19 being the one that of course pet hair. I tried to avoid there being a pet hair on my model kits and stuff, but it's pretty much like the same as how cables always get themselves tangled. It's just inevitable, seemingly. That's much as I do try to keep this place cleaned up, it's easier said than done some days. All right, so that, and let's get number 18 out. Yes, that was 16 for a sec. Bop. Let's see here. Bop. Oh, oh, that's that part of runner was a little weaker. And perhaps I shouldn't necessarily be surprised by that. Just with them having multiple different colors, I wouldn't be surprised if it does make these a little weaker if they're doing like different painted plastic. I think it's with Bandai it's like through the actual injection process it has the color. So if I'm not mistaken, could be wrong. Could be wrong. Let's see. E1 oh yeah, E112 and E110. Yeah, so this piece here. Do that. And this again, I think is just with it being silly close. This guy done. Get this guy cleaned up. good. And honestly, the parts have been coming out pretty good today so far. Been coming out really well. Haven't had too many stress marks. At least that would be noticeable. They're super, super tiny. Let's see. Up. And up. Okay. All right. Gonna put that there for a sec. I am just gonna take a quick look at one side here. Sorry, just checking. Yeah, there's one setting I do typically turn off on the YouTube side now that all right, there we go. That's sorry about that. I wasn't sure if I had that one for this particular template turned off. So there we go. Trying some things a little differently. Let's see, that's like this. Okay, that's good. Okay, that. Is it fully in? Looks like it. Good. Then this guy, like this into here. Just double check. Wants to be like that, yeah. As long as that kind of clicks in, good. Then we apply that piece there. Okay. That is both of those sides done. Okay, so now we need delta. Okay. Just take a look at some of these other steps. Bravo and delta. Okay. We need these two and two. Actually, I'm gonna put these guys back for the moment. Goes there. Let's take a look. So there's two pieces there. Yes, okay. All right, let's see. 11. Yes, it's this piece here. This guy, and this guy. That. Oh. Okay, just the way we nip that out. Okay, that's. Oh, these. Oh wow, these are dangerous ones. Yeah, these are the notably dangerous ones because the gates themselves were right on where you're gonna want to connect something. Okay, so there's that guy. There is so there's the 11 on this one we clipped out. I'm gonna put it here just for the moment, and then 11 here. Yeah, it's can sort of see how stress marks would form. Just with how like tightly some of these guys are on the runner. Okay. It's a nice gentle little clip. As long as we don't accidentally there are sort of like that look like a mold line along there, maybe? I'm not gonna worry too much about cleaning those up. Because at least with what I've got right now, it's gonna mark up, which is not ideal. So let's see. 28. Yeah, this feels like a tougher plastic just in general. Compared to some of the other ones we've done or worked with. So that should be all of that. I'll have to do the same with the other runner, but yeah, it looks like one of those pieces is we do have to be careful where we nip. Spots like this, very easy to tell what's what. On the inner side here. Oh, that's a that's an annoying one to get to. Holy smokes, that's tough. There. Hopefully that's okay. That seems all right. Yeah, do not cut off those little extra bits. Yeah, that's now that we got one of these done. See, so this goes in here. Okay, like that. And this. Okay, so that's warning not to cut the bit there that goes like this. Yeah, showing us the finished outcome of this as well. Okay. And then here, it goes through that. Oh. Okay. All right, there we go. That's oof. That's a very tight fit. Okay, so that side seems okay. Okay, there's a little bit of a mark there, but all right. So same thing on this side. So we want number 28. Yes, 28. 28 is the one we need. We try not to. I'm wondering if there's like a easier way to sort of get it, or a nicer way, I should say, to get it to come cleanly off. Because I think part of the reason why we get that weird, like some of these gates bending a little bit is because of just the things are just packed in pretty tightly on the runner, and it they do have a tendency to move. Okay, that, and let's see, we just have to be stupid careful. Okay, that's a, yeah, I was a little bit of a marking there, and it looks like ads will be starting in less than a minute. As usual, once those start, I will do a sort of a stretch break. Once I see on the Twitch side that it started proper, I usually only get told when it's like a minute and a half. So yeah. So hopefully yeah, we'll get this finished up, and then we will probably, well, finished up, look at the next step, and then yep. Do worry about these little pieces and like bending that particular piece. Get these guys in, and then we'll. Okay, so the next step, yeah, ad break starts in 5. Supposedly. Just at the very least, make sure I get a stretch or two. So, and of course, hydrate. Yeah, so just wait for me to see on the Twitch side that the ads have started. So next steps are basically, well, the 27. These guys get them hooked up. So we'll have the full, looks like lower leg, all connected up. That. Okay. We might as well just nip out the other 27 while we're at it. We'll, of course, get them all cleaned up and ready. Oh, assuming I can place myself to actually clip them out. And okay, looks like the ads have started now. All right. So we will take a quick break now that they have started. I know some people won't know that, just may not know that, but at least on the Twitch side, there's ads playing. So we'll be right back. All right, and we're back. And we are back. Okay. Yeah. So we might as well pick up where we left off. After a good, a nice stretch break. And obviously, also get just so we're not completely stagnant while doing stuff like this. Why not should be doing stuff like similar with gaming streams. That's another story, but let's see here. And this piece here. Okay, that's not bad. Now for the next one. All right. Of course, pet hair. The chief mouser's to blame for most of that. Occasionally the junior mouser. But that's of course them both being effectively tuxedo cats. In other words, mix of black and white fur, but it's both the worst kinds of fur. Obviously, black fur is very noticeable on light clothing, and then white fur is very noticeable on light Sorry, black fur noticeable on white lighter clothing. White fur very noticeable on darker clothing. uh, so it's worst of both worlds. Let's see here. But yeah, they're good cats. They haven't really gone up to any particular antics. I don't think this past little while. There's been nothing, no unexpected critters to chase, no outside them just playing, and of course the junior mouse are being very interested in human food as per usual. And super social when that's the case. Alright, so there. That. Okay, that's, I believe, all good. Alright, so those are done. Sorry, just gonna quickly check one thing. Okay. Nothing to worry about there. Alright, so that's Charlie 6 and then Echo 1 and 2 again. Alright. We haven't used Charlie yet. I'm gonna grab both Echo. Grab the Charlie runner there. Okay, so 14. Alright, so that's the piece we need next. So clip this guy out. Boom, boom. Oop, that feels loose already. Let's just do that. Yeah, nicely. There we go. And then this number 14 we need. So that's that. Flip that. And we'll just do the same that we did last on the other piece. Okay, there. That and this guy here. All right. Just put these guys to the side for the moment. And there's some stuff on Charlie we have to grab. Charlie 6. And there's 2 of them, yes. And then this way. Yeah, this white plastic definitely that needs to be out here. Definitely feels a lot softer compared to some of the other colors of plastic. Which I do find interesting. Perhaps worry a little bit about it being softer. Maybe it. I'm hoping we don't run into problems with it. With it more like being bendy, flexible. There we go. Okay, a little mark here or there, but okay, so slight sort of mark on that. Honestly, cleaning this side up outside of like shine. Nope, if I maybe should have my hand more into the center of the frame. Do. And that's okay. That's not quite gonna. That's not quite gonna clear because it's obviously it's indented a little bit too, right? I'm surprised it got that stress mark as it did. I have had thoughts of getting some of those. There's some nail file type strip things with multiple different grits for more for like handling nails and that. Definitely can see it being useful for this hobby, especially if it's ends up being more cost efficient compared to getting the separate grits of sandpaper on their own. May not be a bad little hack on that side of things. Like I got these particular files because they're years ago. Because well, I didn't want to have to replace didn't want to replace my files all if I was doing a lot of the like Warhammer model kits. I can sort of understand why it's having multiple grits would be nicer for Gunpla. Unless you're painting, but let's see. Yeah, so we want to go like this over the leg. If I can line it up. Tightly fit the parts as far as they will go. Yeah, there we go. Oh, how is the moose ride to work? Not so much moose ride to work. It's for me as a weekend. To the gym, however, it was good. Yes, saying earlier, the one gym I go to. No worries, no worries. But the one gym I go to, they had a sort of a annual sort of benchmark type of thing where you would basically you would row 2,000 meters, do 300 body weight exercises, and run run 5K basically, or 3.1 miles. So I did that today. So that was quite a bit of fun. Did so and beat my record. 46 minutes was the time for myself this year. Last year was 50. And the first year I did that same benchmark, and not as a runner, but power walking, was 48. So I'm finally beating that personal best. Because the gym I go to, they also have an app that tracks that stuff. So, and unfortunately, the power walking and the running sides kind of got lumped into the same. So, yes. I will say, however, was feeling a little queasy after the run. Had to take a second or two to recover from that. So this guy hasn't quite fit in fully here. Oh, there we go. There we go. We got a nice, satisfying little click. So that was my morning. At least of note. Yeah, it's a fun little endurance-y focus challenge, and that's largely why I do go to the gym. More to work on that side of things. Because, well, weight-wise and that hasn't really been a problem. You'd be surprised that, yeah, being lean does not necessarily mean healthy. Yeah. Okay, so you had to do your 4-mile run qualification 2 weeks ago. 30. Yep. Yep. Yeah, no, that's yeah. I came close to that today. I came close to that today. The I think for me the 2-meter row, or not 2-meter, 2,000-meter row was, I did that in a little over 7 minutes. Oh wait, yeah, weightlifter, not a runner. Yeah, I'm more of a runner than a weightlifter. So, yeah, yeah. Strength is the you could say strength was the dump stat. So, yeah. It's never been something I've been too worried about, though. Let's see here. I just retracing. Okay, so Charlie 5, and that would be the first piece we put on anyway. So let's get that guy out. Yeah, it's yeah, like melee strength's not been my strong point. I think I have gotten somewhat stronger, but it's I still consider it the weak point. But yeah, like even with like the endurance running, it it definitely is a challenge because if you end up like stopping, it's hard to get back get going again. It's that's definitely a challenge. There we go. Let's see. But yeah, the first time I went to the particular gym I've been going to for the past few years, I did not even get through the first workout fully because they're 1 hour long workouts and they're kind of like coach guided. So you like a bunch class of people all sort of doing the same thing, and I that first workout, I didn't even make it past the halfway point. So, um, yeah, definitely came a long way from there. A lot of that though was more because I went maybe a little too hard at it, and well, had to deal with the consequences. So yeah, it's you do have to be careful with overworking yourself, especially early. Especially early. But it did set the bar, even if the bar was just survive. So that's it was an easy benchmark to or an easy hurdle to pass after the first workout. So it's is one way to think of it. So yeah, it's let's see here. Delta 1 into number 12. Oh, a really tiny piece here. Very tiny piece. So how have you been Ranger? How have you been lately? Let's see here. That these pieces here are, of course, with them being small, like I'm so worried about flipping flipping the wrong bit. There we go. Ah, good. Yeah, same old busy work. Yeah. Okay. Ah, yeah. Sorry, just clearing my throat a little. I should maybe hydrate a little. One sec. Yeah, I do recall you kind of mentioned you were big into that side of things. And, cool. Uh, okay, B1. Fortunately, I don't really have a whole lot to add. Unfortunately, it's going to a range, and that's not really been something that has crossed my mind. Unfortunately, or well, wouldn't necessarily say unfortunately, but you know what I mean. So, 26, yeah, and then 26 on this guy. Yeah, right here. That, and here we go. That should do for that piece. Now we just gotta do the same for the other here. Okay, let's see. Just be obviously careful. Yet to hurt myself with these nippers, but being a little bit of a klutz today, it seems. There we go. Let's see, that's... Yes, because this... Okay. So, we look at it back like this. Looks like the rounded end, there's a little notch. Okay, so it's like this that it goes in. Okay, I guess I'm gonna need some the tweezers for that. Going to assume. Is it gonna click in, or is that as far as she goes? Okay. I think we're good to apply this to the knee. Yeah. Yeah, and there's a little notched hole there. There. Yeah, this the Justice does have a bit of a very airplaney sort of a look to it. Overall, doesn't it? Let's see. That. Just do this piece again. Gonna use the random tweezers of mine like that, just to get it in a little nicer. For sealing it in place. Making sure it's in good. There we go. Alright, so that's that part. Okay, so 18. And soon looks like we'll be starting on the feet. I think the bulk of at least tonight's little stream is probably gonna be the back. At least that's the feeling I'm getting. So let's see here. That guy here and this guy here. That, and here. Okay, that gate was a bit of a rough one, and that one just some of these gates, they're like pretty weak. The chunkier ones are a nuisance. Yeah, because they a lot of stuff like that. Hey, Barbados, how are you doing? And you're working on what, let's see, Chapter 46 Sea Knight. Okay, the Navy's version of the Chinook helicopter. Okay. I know roughly, roughly what a Chinook helicopter is, at least. But yeah, it's so in other words, a very common aircraft. Let me just make sure I got the leg right on this. So piecewise, that part, okay. Making sure I got that angled correctly. Because that would be a little awkward to put that on backwards. Similarly, this piece here. There we go. There we go. Got that. Boom, boom. Now it's... Okay. The echoes will want again. Okay, third party... Okay, so a third party version of the Wing Gundam. Cool. Cool, yeah. I've got a... Nietzsche Renaissance that I would like to build at some point. The MG scale of it, but opted to do this guy this month. So it's I don't know if next month whether I'll get back more into the painting side of things, because we are at least up here approaching summer, so it'll be generally dry enough to do like any sort of rattle can type stuff that I want to do beforehand, like for priming and that. With painting, if I do painting stream, it'll probably be well, brush painted. So if we go that route, because yeah, there's some Games Workshop stuff that's on my pile of shame that I'd like to get to at some point here. Okay, number 8 is what we need, which is this guy here. Yeah. Yeah, the initial model hobby I got into before some friends of mine suggested I try getting into the Gunpla hobby. Let's see. Yeah, that should keep that guy good. All right, so that since this is, yeah, we'll just get both eights out. Yeah, get this guy clicked out as well. That's at least double checked that my Games Workshop paints are still good. I thankfully sealed them up decently well, but and I do have a little paint mixing balls in the pots just to help shake up the paint too. Because there is the odd Games Workshop paint terrible for separating. One of their I think it's auric gold, is one such it because it's like orange when it's not metallic. So it does require a fair bit of shaking if it's settled. Okay, so here I want what? B24. Yeah, here we are. Yeah, because I got a couple of Primaris Outriders that I want to finish up at least first, because they're mostly done. They were obviously started before I started live streaming, but I mean, I started doing the Gunpla stuff on a kit that I started well before live streaming. So yeah, so it's one of those might be a repeat of one of those type of scenarios. Oop. What? Yeah, so it's like part of the thing that I, at least on the Games Workshop side of things, that intimidated me a little bit, at least with the Outriders, is given that they're the successor chapter I picked is one of the Dark Angels ones, and they have sort of like different markings for the proper chapter obviously has different colors for their 3 different wings, but I want to do like just the same colors across the whole army, but like a different heraldry for their company. So I was being indecisive on that. that was part of the reason that slowed me down. Let's see, is 24 is 4? Yeah. So that's and of course the sergeant of that squad, of course, with them being monopose, doesn't wear a helmet. Something that I kind of prefer because I'm admittedly at least on the painting side, terrible with doing faces. So that's gonna be a challenge I'll have to tackle. I'm hoping me cleaning these up. Okay. All right, no, that's fine. Good. So that, yeah, like well, once like with the like painting side of things, just in general, once you get going though, it's usually quite a bit. It's not so bad. It's more if you stop. Okay, so let's get that. Okay, there we go. That's how we want it in. Awesome. Yeah, it's a lot of it is just keeping momentum until you get through right to the end. So it's and yeah, it's I think in the past at least, the worst parts have usually been for me the base, like getting the base colors on, and then the freehand. But that's because I've opted to do freehand, so that's kind of self-inflicted, honestly. So, but yeah, it's those sort of steps tend to be the hardest, at least for me, at least in the past. Let's see, 25 and 23, which is these two. Okay. Oop. Yeah, it's and the one other kit I was putting together a repulsor executioner tank. So a tank on the Space Marine side. I also was kind of trying to figure out, how I should magnetize it because I'd like to be able to use the different options rather than buy another $130 something tank, and that was before Games Workshop upped the prices. So, and that's of course in the Canadian currency. So it's there's that as well. Yeah. The other intimidating thing with that is just with the size, just painting it. Especially if it's brush painted. I might have to do like a different tactic with that. Because I don't see myself getting airbrush anytime soon. More because, it'd be well, ventilation and some other stuff would be needed. And yeah, I don't want to get too involved in that. At least not yet. Make it a more consistent thing to begin with first. Essentially, what my mind is saying at the moment. Let's see. This goes how? That's the foot. Oh, I see. Okay, I see. It's yeah, sorry. Just need to focus a little bit on how this goes in. Get through here. Yeah. Okay, I see it. I see where this part of the heel goes. Do. Okay, there. Is it in now? Looks like it. Okay, good. That needs to go in like that, and then this guy goes over top. Right? Got that. This being number 2. Or just trying to see how this guy goes in. Oh, like that. There we go. I think. I do have that right? Yep. Okay. Let's take a closer look. So this, we have like this. It slots into a spot, like, looks like here, which has got 2 sort of grooves to it. Okay. And then this piece here, it looks like it goes, like, through, like, that. But the problem is that doesn't really rotate very well. Now we installed that correctly. this goes through into those two spots there. Okay. Yeah, because that does not. Oh no, man. Okay, never mind, never mind. It's just very, just quite the heel. Okay. It just seems weird though that that would be, because usually you'd have a like a little bit of flexibility there. Then C7 and delta 13. Okay. Do you think it does feel like a little like this is, yeah, just trying to get this guy clipped into position here because it seems like it's a little off. Oh. Okay, so that's how the heel moves. Okay, that would. All right. Okay. So there is movement there. There is. It's just not necessarily as much as I was sort of expecting. Okay. Might as well do this for the second foot. Clip. That. Oh, there we go. We'll get the top part of the foot out here as well. Or, well, more the sides, I guess, might be a better term. For that, let's see here. Nope. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, sorry, there's one piece. Okay, one piece each on these runners, so we're almost done with those. Almost. And we haven't cleared a runner fully just yet. So the fact that we're getting close to that now is pretty good, actually. Nice bit of motivation as well, honestly. If you can sort of see the progress of at least being through certain things based off the number of runners you've got left. There we go. That's keeping motivation on a project. That honestly, it is a tricky thing. Like, yeah, there's my sort of ways of just just get the momentum, but sometimes getting that momentum is easier said than done. Makes me wonder how other people, some people accomplish what they can accomplish. Because there are some people that do a lot of this stuff, and mind you, well, I guess some of it is, of course, if it's a job, then yeah, you're gonna push through, but more on the like less so. Hey, there's a deadline, and or the if you don't meet the boss gets unhappy sort of thing. um, that isn't always a motivator that people can rely on, I should say. Okay, so yeah, it was number 7 wide. Yes, it was indeed number 7. Good. But yeah, I have heard they're like going back to the whole third-party kits. I have heard there's been a bunch of those going around, and some are better than others. uh, there's like a Dankpla channel, I believe. In a couple of videos of theirs where they kind of go into depth on, well, their hulls in that sort of third party vein. Nope. Let's see here. Yeah, this piece is second, so I need the deltas first. these guys. Let's see. Number what? We want 13. Yes. So another stupidly small piece. Of course, put their gates on top of the bits that require. They're required for connecting. There's that. And then this guy. There. Let's see. Looks like okay. Looks like if we. Oh, okay. No, it goes into the foot. This part, the upper part of the foot first. Okay. So. Okay, so kind of like this. Just gonna sort of slide this in with the tweezers here. Start with. And that goes like so. If that's supposed to be pivotable, that's gotta be awkward to pivot. Let's take a look here. Just double check. Ah, okay, so yes, it is. Okay, so it is pivotable, and that's for the toe blades. Okay. Oh, why does that feel like that was separating? There. Okay, so that's for the toe blades. Got it. That's for the toe blade. And then this guy here. But with blades, usually it's on the heel you have them, not not on the top of the foot. But anyways. Okay, so that. And I'm going to assume it's gonna sort of pivot itself into. There we go. And we can just adjust that as we see fit. Like that. Okay. So those are the feet. Okay, so back to A1. And A2. So number 10 on both these. And this part I better not forget. I forgot it on the initially on the RG Justice that we did like that's also January. Well, the first like full kit that we did live on stream. I made that mistake where I forgot the ankle bits and well learned that after I had it all assembled, like, okay, why do I have these two pieces on my runner still? Oh, that's why. Okay, so that guy. Yep, that was indeed Ted. And this guy, let's get this one freed as well. Because, yeah, it's not unusual to make a little mistake here or there. Of course, just trying to make sure when I do, especially nipping this piece out, nip it in a way where the flats of the nippers aren't gonna be cutting into the actual details. Okay, there we go. All right. So these. Oh, okay. So they. And we have to make sure they're the correct direction. Okay, so that. Like this. Into that there. Okay. And then the foot itself. There. That does seem to be correct. Okay, that's good. Right. This way again. Clips in there, and then this clips in. Clips in. Come on. Clip into the foot there, please. There we go. There we go. Okay. Nope. That should be freestanding. There we go. Awesome. Now we just need to do the the leg joint or the hip joints. These are okay. So 14, 15, and 11. That's these guys here. These guys are pretty small. I think we necessarily need to do. I think they should be easy enough to clip out. So that is 15. We'll just put it there. We'll put 14 to the left of it because that seems to be sort of how they're showing it here. Boop. There we go. There we go, right there. And then echo 2. Right. I don't have the echoes immediately on hand here. That. And it is 11. And we got this one sort of blade thingy. Looks like. So we're not completely done with this runner yet. Okay, so now that we got those guys clipped out. Oh, careful not to lose that. There we go. Move that aside for a sec. Alright, so got this guy. We kind of want it looking like this. 14 goes this way. Oh. Come on, in you go. There we go. And we can friction fit the thing together once we get this guy on. Which puts us like, we're. It's the only problem with working with such small itty bitty pieces. There we go. Does it say to do? Okay. Doesn't say to do. Well, sounds like they're both or looks like they're both the same. So, boom. Yeah, and we just we just rotate around. There we go. Okay. Yeah, once it's in. Okay, so we got our left leg, or sorry, right leg. My bad. Right leg. That. I believe this is where we got the last bits. Yeah. And again, there's that blade-shaped bit that we've not got into what it's used for yet. So there's that. And then here, 14, 15. And here. Oop. Yeah, it's of course, I'm thinking again about, well, sort of like doing the painting side of things, because that would have a bit more setup. So I'll have to. I definitely will have to sort of figure out how to do that, perhaps a bit more cleanly. Just thinking on that side of things, because obviously I'd have to get set up water and all that stuff, and of course clean up afterwards. It's yeah, should I be of course, with the time I do a lot of these live streams being later in the evening here, that's don't want to be making too much noise with cleanup. I'll have to. That might be something I have to play by ear. And we got this side in. Yep, there we go. Okay. Our left leg, our right leg. I believe the next step should be, yes, assembling the waist. So, yes, so these go in like here. Oh, let's do this proper. Our closest thing to a Voltron-esque, Voltron or Megazord-esque transformation at this point. I get them all kind of connected in there. Nice and solid. Okay, so that's so far so good. Then these guys. Just double checking here. It's like this. Oop. Yeah, let's get that moved there. Yeah, because it's going to that ball bearing. That. Oop. Oh, okay, never mind. I get this on backwards. Okay. It's like this. It's like this. Blade pointing upwards. Yes, that. There we go. And once like that, it's that and that. Okay. Make sure we get at least one of them right before we go on to the second. That. Rotate like that. All right. We'll gonna move the arms out a little bit like that as we do this. Okay. Oh, there we go. All right. Yep. Just now we just have to get him seated properly. Okay. Oh, no, no, no. Do not fall over there, Justice. There we go. Oh. Okay, so why are we a little... Just double checking here some... It did rotate the legs a little outward. Let's see. Why are you not quite happy with things? Let's see. Because we can adjust the this part of it a little bit, correct? Or is that just purely toe? That might be purely toe. Okay. Let's see here. Can reposition the legs a little bit that way. Do. Yeah, just sorry, just trying to figure out why he's standing a little uneven there. Okay. All right, so let's get him like standing straight as we can. I don't think these legs I don't think they have a weird like movement, up down movement to them, I believe. You have to be careful of going a little far there. Not like a nub on the underside. Nope, come on. Almost got it. Is it the fact that my feet weren't angled forward enough? That might have been it. Okay. And yeah, most of our waist articulation's kind of like that. Okay. All right. All right, we got him standing. Mostly. There we go. There we go. All right. Now on to the back. Let's see. Sorry, just checking one thing here. What is this referring to? Oh, it's just to increase posable range of legs. Same on the opposite side. Oh, okay. So that's just the whole. I see. Oh, yeah. Okay. So just with that little tech in here, because there's a portion too that was like a 3-cylinder type of thing with rotation. So we can get a bit more leg movement that way. See, okay. Now for yeah. Let's see, A1, A2, B1, B2, D1, D2, F1, and F2. Okay, so we don't need Charlie. So we can put that guy back for the moment. We don't need Echo. So just get everybody organized for what we need next. And we can finally get work on the backpack. With another color. Another color to have a sprue to work with. Okay, so yeah, and we are gonna be jumping back and forth. And doing the parts twice. Okay. So A and B. Okay, so they're two separate. There is a particular placement of that bar. Okay. All right, so 7, a foxtrot, 1, like 7, 9, and A12. Well, let's get the foxtrots out here. That's 8, so this guy here is 7? Yeah. And this here is where things kind of okay, looks like ads will be starting shortly. Just so you guys know, I do usually take that time as a little bit of a stretch break. So when Twitch ads are going, I'll use as a chance to stretch my legs, rehydrate, that stuff. And we'll be back at it when the ads end. Obviously, I'll wait until the actual ads do. Well, I get confirmation that the ads start, and then we'll go from there. Just so those that aren't subscribed and that don't miss too much. Haven't really thought far enough for in the event that we have enough of a crowd to worry about some of that. So it's There we go. But it is good though to get some like a bit of a stretch in that every now and then. So we're looking for number 9. 6. Here's 9. Right here. Yeah, like I said, once they get going, we'll go into the BRB. Okay, that. Assuming it's, the same, like, assuming it is full screen ads that you guys are getting. I don't necessarily get, there they are. Okay, so we will be right back. All right, and we are back. Okay, let's see here. So we're obviously working through this. Uh, it's like that. This. And this guy goes just on top like this. Oop. Way at the wings. Well, back to working away on the wings. Yeah, so little gun on the end there. See that definitely being something to maybe paint. Let's also need to grab the bar that's on here. A112. Oh, so both of these are okay. A2 doesn't have 12s, eh? No, never mind, it does. Okay. Oh, right, because we do, yeah, two at a time. That makes sense. So let's since we're probably gonna have to do both of these anyways, let's clip that whole bit out. And we'll clean that up and be good. So I was just doing a quick check on the health of things too, stream-wise. Oh, whoopsie. Thankfully, these are plastic. Although pieces like this, you could definitely run into. I mean, it doesn't look too bent, and once it's in, I think it'll be good. So and yes, there is a particular side, the smaller of which is the side that goes here, which makes sense. Yeah, given how like wings usually end up looking. That's we'll admit that is a little on the rougher side. Okay, so we'll try to be a bit. Maybe I do need to look a little closer at the pieces. It does this. Well, the black does mark a bit more, but we do get like a definite side that looks okay. So I think we're good there. We want number 7. I did. Yeah, I did. Okay, I did clip out 7. It just looks weird on here. Oh, okay. All right, I know why it's different. This is a okay. That's actually kind of a notable difference between the two. That one already interesting. I didn't recall clipping that one. I'm surprised that one of those bits on the runner was already a little roughed up. There we go. So it's this way. Yeah, it's that way. And we need number 9, which is here. Let's come on. That, and then this last bit here. All right. We'll get this side of things cleaned up. Oop. That forbidden sprinkle should be, in its place. I don't think we've had any issues with any of the critters eating it, but I don't want to be responsible for that. So that's why I try to do my best to keep things clean. Because I can't exactly forbid the felines from being in here. So they will definitely tear down the door if and when they want to get in and can't. So, all right, there we go. Oop. Sure, that's all in and connected. Good. So that's 2 of A. Now let's do the 2 of B, which is where we take out 8. Let's see, 8, 10, and then our set of 12s. Which, you know what, let's take these out because we just need the one runner. Let's do that. And these are indeed the 12s. That, and then that to get all of them out. Let's move that a little bit closer. Hopefully not getting too marked up here. And then here. Okay, that, and then this guy. All right. So that, and so those two are done. Now we just gotta clip out the wings and yeah, get number 10 out as well. Let's just get 10 out first because it is a smaller piece. It thankfully doesn't need as much work to get out. There we go. And then this side of things, boom, boom, and boom. Oh, I did cut through that. Yes, there we go. All right, so that we'll put that guy aside for now. Get these guys all cleaned up. Okay, so that these generally we want like this looks like. It does look like something clips in underneath. I'm not so sure if that's maybe the do these have a slot? Ah, okay. That's how it's gonna be. Okay. So it's one of those setups where each of these will be paired. Okay. Next. Next wing. Two. Okay, that. Like that, and then here. Oh, jeez. Just where is this purpley plastic a bit more on the fragile side? I can notice it's break some of this is breaking off the runner a little too easily, which is perhaps a bit worrying to me. Because if it gonna break off easily on the runner, it does make me worry for like long term if we're gonna run into problems with the with this plastic. So then here we make sure that it's this side like this, smaller end to the outside, and then bigger end inside. Okay. Yes. And then we have to take 1A, 1B, and they will connect. Oh. I did take 1A and 1B, yes. Okay, so I need to double check which one's A here. All right. So B. Right, so that's the rifle. This should be A. Okay, great. Now I just have to refigure out who's who here. Okay. So that's A. That's B. So A goes into the back of B. B is pointed down. So A goes like this in through here. And then they merge and become one. Okay. All right, we figured that out. All right. So we have our Bravo. We have our Alpha. We do that. We do this. We should click together. Okay. The wings are together now. All right, so that's... Yes, and then we gotta do more. Okay, so we'll need delta in the next step. I'm just gonna move A there for a moment. Need to clear my throat for a second there. All right. So, yes, so 11 and 12, which are these two. Oh, that these did seem a little on the loose side. Okay. That, and then here. That, and we'll just get that out like so. Hey. Oop. These nicely cleaned up. That, and that. Okay, so these guys go together like this. Okay. Got that sort of... Oh, I see. So that would go over top. All right. And then... So it's right now just implying we cover these with this. Okay. That's... Oh, I got this. This backwards looks... That goes backward. Well, back that way. And then this goes on top. Okay, so that makes a little more sense. We do need to get the little caps. The little caps for this thing. So, that was what? Delta 9? Yeah. Here we are. Here we are. Haven't seen where because there's a couple of like magenta stickers that look to be color correcting on the sticker sheet. So we haven't encountered where we need those yet. So this being plugged in like this. Okay. That where that hole kind of goes. Nope. Okay, so this. Hey, there. All right, so that's how it sticks together. Okay. And wow. Okay. It definitely doesn't feel as nearly as loose as it was earlier. Okay, that's good. Oop. Sorry, just a quick scrape test in a couple spots here because it looked like maybe the that one thankfully is kind of hidden, but okay, we'll have to be careful of that. Then 11 and 12 again. So we just clip these two out again. Yep. Oop. Okay, good. Well, it's out. And this guy. Like that. these guys aside for a second. I've already clipped out number 9 from this runner, so we need it from here. That all cleaned out there. Do. Yeah, it's yeah, this these gates are a little. Wish they cleaned up a little nicer. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, it's looks to be easy enough to just scrape a little bit of it away with the nippers there. Okay, so next, do this. We get this guy pointed correctly and plugged in, so it's like that. Come on. There we go. Like that wasn't really like a snap. It was more of a slide. So I do get the feeling that the this purpley plastic does have a bit of a softer quality to it. As far as I'm aware, it's not like a different type of plastic, is it? Let's just take a quick look. PSP, like same, well, it's the same as B1, B2. No, it's same as everybody else. Interesting. Okay. Like it's same as everybody else, but but it doesn't seem that way. All right. That's now we get into the actually, we will be able to consider these runners done. Because these bits here it's finally their time. This there. So that's our first runner done. Actually, let me just adjust my piles here. Move the beams, the shield. Okay, there we go. Now we got a proper box for the runners. Oh wait, right. Okay, so Bravo 2 is clear. There's one more piece here on two more pieces. Well, two more pieces still on Bravo 1. Yes, so we're only clearing off one runner. All right, that's okay. This guy we still need around. Just double check the bottom side here. Yeah, I did a little bit of a stress mark on the bottom. Yes, so when we have this, there is a right way to attach this. Okay, see, so we got that little notch there. Okay. That little notch on the inside lets us do that. There isn't a right or wrong sort of orientation. It's just okay. It's just circular. Got it. Good. Okay. And then Foxtrot again. All right. We'll need these guys. Of course, just gonna rearrange things a little here. There we go. Okay. Because we need what? Number 14? All right. We'll just we'll nip a little further away just in case. I'll just try to be like a light, gentle little clip here and there. Oh, yep, that is kind of what I was a little afraid of happening. Just a little bit of extra. Should be able to just scrape it. Lightly scrape it away here. There we go. And this guy... yeah, so there is a right way. It seems like this. Okay. And 14 on this guy. Let's see. If we run into that same sort of like minor hiccup here. Put that there for the moment. This guy cleaned up. Get that. That is cleaned up here. Okay. And then here. Yeah, very easy to get those pieces in. Almost worries me a little. Oh, okay, and there's nope. No. Oh, I see. Okay. This can rotate. Alright. So that's our left side. Yeah, no, that's right. Left side, right side. Yeah, that works. This spins around quite a bit more than... Yeah, this is like locked in. Okay. Alright, so that's... Okay. There we go. So that's in its final position. If we want it like 90, like that. Okay. Alright, there we go. Let's see. Our deltas we need. Let's see. How many more pieces are on? Okay. So obviously rifle on that one. But here... Okay, so looks like we'll be done with Delta 1. Nice. Very nice. So I should at some point either purge some of the empty runners I've got or like do something with them because yeah, I've with the number of these things I've accumulated, like I kind of kept all the runners that even the empty ones. So yeah, that might be something I have to sooner or later figure out a use for. Like there's some runners like that have pieces on them still. That was not gonna be told that I goofed up on a cat here, eh? No, thankfully not. Okay, so that's Delta 1. Yeah, which I already put over there. Delta 2 here, where we got a couple other bits. This guy we still will need, because it looks like one of the rifles. There's parts for there. Yeah, trying to cleanly cut off, like, when it's, like, a rounded section, like, these here. Uh, I do find that a bit, tricky. Nope, and that one went flying somewhere. Where? Oh, no, there it is. Found it. We found it. Okay, so there we go. Yeah, the, thicker gates, though, leaving the marks that they do, that's, a little unfortunate. Maybe I need to look at a different way of cleaning those ones up. Let's see. Foxtrot 1 and 2. Let me get this guy over here. I'm amazed I have not knocked over the justice just yet. Let's see. 13s. 13s are the ones we need. Okay, so that's this piece here. Because usually at some point, once I have it, standing like this, it does run into well, like, eventually will get knocked over. That, and then here. There we go. All right. Let's see. So this, just trying to see what the correct. Okay, so no, this is the correct way. All right. So it goes in like this. Slots in like that. All right. Oh, and that makes the one gate that is rough go away. Okay, that's nice. Okay, they thought of that. They thought of that with the gates. Good. Yeah, because the spot where it's yeah, no, they did. Because we slide that through there, and you don't even see it anymore. Because there's a bit of a nasty sort of mark in behind on this gray plastic in behind this purple. So okay, that's good. And Foxtrot 2, number 17. This whole, like, building the backpack is this definitely is different. I say that because well, obviously this is kind of the closest one non Gundam vehicle sort of thing I've actually assembled at this point. Of course, referring to a Gundam or a mobile suit as a vehicle. Nope. Did I make sure that's nicely cleaned up? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's that part there is a bit yeah, of course that's gonna leave a little bit of a mark. Same with that. So here and then here. Okay, there we go. All right, so 17, and then on 17, we take these. Looks like kind of like this. Wait, just taking a closer look at the instructions here. Oh, okay, so it is pointing to the notches I thought it was pointing. I, of course, was starting with the furthest one. So it goes into there. Let's see. Yeah, because it just doesn't seem like it kind of is fully fitted there. I do have these the correct way. So it's not like it's okay. This might be again one of those things where just want to see if we can clean up that side a little bit. Okay, I think not well noticeable, sadly, but it's okay. Because this I don't know why this looks bent to me. Oh, because there's a okay, that's why. All right, so there is a little itty bitty gap that has to also slot into right in there. That does not show. Okay, right? Oh no, it okay. Never mind. It's showing the gap, so you have to slide it in, like these upper ones. Okay, never mind. Just me not reading the. Okay, so this is the right side. It goes in here. Alright. Left side. Next. It goes in like a so. Okay. And F1. Okay, so that, not this guy, but this guy. Number 6. Or 5 and 6, yeah. Okay. Whoop. that, and then here we're gonna just have to do it that way. Number 6. Just get cleaned up here. That, there we go. That side. That. And let's see, over here. Nope. These, some of these gates being, weakened as they were. Okay, that one, just gonna try to do a little bit of cleanup there. And then, yes, we just apply those together. So, okay, and that's gonna be behind some stuff. So that looking a little rough isn't gonna be an issue. That's good. Like I do like that like with a lot of the newer kits, Bandai is kind of trying to avoid like set up the gates in such a way that you don't end up having like those stress marks showing, but good that they're like it seems like they're finding opportunities to hide those. And this guy, little nose beacony type of thing. Let's see. Okay, so that's like that. So this guy slots in like this. That correct? No, because there'd be a oh, never mind. So the groove like that. Okay, there we go. That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. Okay, awesome. Yes, there we go. Then Couple pieces from Foxtrot 1. Now 1 and 4. So here's 4. Yeah. So pop that out like so. And then here's a 1. Although just the way I said that, it sounds a lot like the optometrist I go to whenever testing sort of vision in that, because obviously I do wear glasses. um, yeah, a balancing decision decided by Mother Nature, you could say. And yeah, like whenever sort of double checking prescription, it's usually comparing to two different things. Just the way I said 4 and 1 there, kind of reminded me of that. The but yeah, the like there are like I guess one of the more annoying things though is usually like they do like the ones I go to, they do use a certain style drop that dilates the pupils, so they can take a look um easier. That can sting a little bit. That definitely can sting a little bit, but it's worth it in my opinion. Okay, so let's take a look how, because this is 1 here. Yep. And then 4 is that way. Okay. So make sure I've got this positioned right. So that goes in there. And then this piece here goes like this into here. Once we got it lined up there. There we go. Yeah, so that we rotate it up that way. Okay, so we got all right. More Foxtrot 1. 2 and 3. Okay. That's that. And then here. Go. No, there's one piece left on that still. I thought we were almost done with it, but no. No, we're not. Okay, so with this pointed upwards, okay, so that this piece here we want. Just trying to see where. Oh, right, I see. There's 2 smaller pins that it needs to go into as well. So that. It kind of slides in a little too nicely. And this guy here. Okay. There we go. And then that. Awesome. Then here. Yeah, there's another piece we have to nip out on Foxtrot 2, but we can at least get this guy situated. I believe that is like right in here. That goes in there. Okay, we get some nice sort of flexibility on that. Awesome. Oop, Okay, so that's all fine. The second. And there's a couple pieces still on this. So number 18. That. This and this. Right? Of course, we still got a couple pieces on that guy too. This goes like this. Over, yeah, kind of over that, right? Yes, looks like. No extra. There's parts that clip on, but that's not here or there yet. Of course, wiping away. Wiping away feline fur. Chief Master, as per usual, has outdone himself. This. Because this should, pretty much fully seat itself, I would assume. Why is this, that side's in. That side is in. Might be easier if I maneuver the wings a little here. It doesn't seem like it's not like a click with this stuff. It seems more, you know, like a, that doesn't quite. Okay. All right, so I think we got it. Or at least it's not going to be that noticeable. All right, so now. Okay, 15. Okay, and we need A1 and A2 actually for that. All right, so first off, let's get. This is the last piece on this runner, so let's flip this off, get it out of the way. There's that, and then this angled piece. There we go. There we go. Another successfully cleared runner. Good. Now we just need to do the same. Well, nip out the same piece, but we're not done with this runner yet. There's a couple pieces left left on here for something. There we go. That there, I need alpha 1 and 2. So these guys. And that's 11. Ah, here it is. Stupidly small piece. Stupidly small indeed. Come on. I nipped out. I did manage to clip it out. Okay. Yeah, there it goes. That. And we'll put this guy obviously there. And I got that. All right. Now for the other 11. We'll just do this, and looks like the other gate decided to remove itself. Lovely. There we go. There we go. Should be a fair bit cleaner. very gently clip that guy out. And just double check. Not terrible. Not terrible. Oh, and we do have to line... Okay, so there's a piece we have to line up. Like that. So there's a... Oh, I see. So there is a groove. Right? On the itty-bitty little cannons. Well, I say itty-bitty little cannons, but... aren't exactly small. Like that, and then... These... Oh, for part of this... Okay. So rotate that down. I had not done that yet. We can clip these guys into position. Oh. Okay, so I think that guy's clipped in. And now to clip in the other. There we go. That, these can rotate like that. Oh! And with that... Okay, alright, so we're actually on to the weapons. Once we attach said backpack onto our... But it does seem like this pack here is a little... not fully seated. Just gonna apply a little bit of pressure here and there. Okay. Alright, so now let's get the backpack on. Adjust this in a way that I can actually grab a hold of. Oh, careful. There we go. And lower those down. These we can rotate a little bit. And he's gonna be back heavy, isn't he? We're gonna have to give him a bit of bend in the leg. Right. Maybe a bit of a wider stance. Just for the moment. Yeah, because yeah, he's obviously gonna be very back heavy. Nope. Yeah, I think unfortunately, yeah, we're gonna be... Yeah, that's very back heavy. Unless we do maybe something kind of like this. 1 foot back, 1 foot forward. Oh, oh. Just trying to see how we can at least get him to stand. Stand on his own. Oh, work. Yeah, now he's kind of just leaning. Okay. All right. So all right. I'm getting the impression it does not want to stand. Not with the backpack equipped. Yeah, because yeah, we kind of have to like counterbalance. It's a whole counterbalancing act here. Because that's hey, maybe we have success. No. Okay, we will not worry about that. Yeah, so you probably are gonna need a base with this guy. Just with that backpack being so back heavy. Okay, so now it's the weapons. Oh, okay. So it does like there are other sort of oh yeah, like we could have even like this backpack as a separate entity as well. Actually, was there any indication at all? Oh, wait, what? Oh, I missed two pieces. I missed two pieces. I jumped the gun. Okay. There's two pieces on the guns that are needed. I forgot them. These two. Right. There's one more piece right there. And it looks. Oop. Nope. It's. You want the full piece here? Thank you. And I believe these have a. Yeah, there is a notch on that side. Okay. Like almost like the same sort of notch you would see like on a gas can, jerry can. All right, and that clears up that runner. All right, so let's just get these equipped. Next that. That would go over. Okay. Wait. Let's clean up that one spot a little first. Notice there's a little bit extra. It'll be hidden, so even if we have to like sand it down, it'll be good. All right, so this piece goes down like that. I'll just make sure it's in. Nice. Yeah, that looks more polished. That looks a fair bit more polished. All right. Now to get the other guy on. All right. But yeah, it's where is oh, number 6. Ah, it's on the gun. Yes. Okay. That's where that color correcting sticker is going. Okay. All right. Yeah, because like I said, I'd like to be able to have this guy stand on his own, but I don't know if I can like shift the weight because this technically this portion can go out like outright like that. I think that makes the problem worse. Yes, it very much does make the problem worse. All right. Yeah, so it's yeah, gonna be a bit of a little bit of a struggle because all that weights towards the back, so we'd have to counterbalance it. Oh, and it looks like ads will be starting shortly. Okay, so we'll take a quick break. Once those start rolling. Besides, I do need to look at what runners we need for for the weapon. Let's see. A more or less probably everything that's left. A1, A2, B1, C, D2. Yes, so this guy. All right. That guy we kind of already established. Gonna be needed. And we'll need We need the wire as an accessory. H2 and H1 we'll need. And then Echo 1 and 2. It doesn't mention Charlie for this. Interestingly. No, it does. Okay. Alright. Put those there. And alright, I'll take a quick break. We will be right back. Alright, and we're back. Alright, now to do the weapons part of this. So I need Charlie for sure, and then the deltas. Where's up? Maybe I should not have stacked everything all in one spot here. Two hotel ones, let's move those. Over here, we'll move a lot of the smaller ish runners. Okay, so that guy we'll need. Start with, we need what? From the Charlie side. Okay, so 12 and 11. Yeah, so these guys here. Let's just... Yeah, this white plastic does feel like a softer plastic too. Kind of, kind of surprised it's considered the same type. That. These guys clipped off. Then this guy here. And then, generally I like to do, like make sure obviously the flat end is buddied up against the piece. Alright, there we go. Then here. clip, and click. There we go. There we go. That's those two, and they are. Leave work. Wait. These kind of tend to be downwards. So that and this. There we go. Next, we want to get the delta 17 and 18s. We're still working our way through that. Boom, boom, and then boom. That's 17 clipped out. Now to get 18 clipped out. That's boom. Right. That that is, yeah, that's right. Oops. Launch that little bit. Come on. Just trying to, since I know it needs to be cleaned up. Since I know it needs to be cleaned up, I'm making sure it gets cleaned up. Oh, there we go. All right. That. And here is a gate, just making sure that's indeed a gate. Yep. All right. That had been awkward if we cut a critical piece at the wrong time. Okay, so this guy. Right, so it's like that, and then this stock upwards. Okay. That is kind of just push fit that way. And then the Charlie side of things is this over here. Like that. And this on the other side would go through that spot there. Yep. Okay. Makes sense so far. Okay. Now, the next bit is what? I think we're done with the Charlie for the immediate. Yes, so delta to 19. So this piece. I'll just make my life a little easier and get this clipped out this way. That's all popped out. Okay, just be careful with that. And then over here. Just do a quick little bit of cleanup here, because this is the way it's marked. Okay, that I think is best we can kind of get. That. And then okay, there we go. That just goes on the end. Just need to make sure we've got the right pointy end. Yeah, so there should be a all right. Part that's flatter than the rest. Yeah, there we go. See that. And go to 216. Here we are. Nothing extra that we have to do with that. Doesn't look like it. Okay. We want this kind of pointing that way with the scope. Okay, so in there we have the choice of either in hand or if we take off the backpack here, which maybe we should. Oh, come on. Let's see how easy it is to remove the backpack now that's on, because it did slide in like really, really good. Okay. Oop, come on. This is oh wow, this is there we go. Thankfully we did not send the whole justice flying there. Oh, that could have been awkward. Alright, so we can with some adjustment should be able to just clip right into. There we go. Okay. What? We're actually gonna have Justice standing on its own, because cool thing we can do with this guy is okay, which way is the thruster supposed to be on? Okay, yeah, so I had it backwards. Yes. Okay. So this way. This. There we go. There we go. Nice little nice little aircraft. I think yeah, and that's propellers, or I say propellers, wings. Yeah, cause that yeah. Ones like that, obviously the guns are pointed up in the. This can actually over rotate quite a bit. All right. Anyways, so we got. Oh, shoot. See, no, I missed it. Whoop, we're not done with the rifle. If we didn't want to put stickers, then yes. But stickers. These guys. Okay, so we sort of know this Tango, this little particular story. So number 6. Number 6 is this piece here. Oh, sorry, never mind. Number 5's the other way, right? Yes. Okay. Just checking where that is. Because alright, so this side's number 5. Let's get number 5 out. I think at this point we can probably safely do like this to get the sticker itself off the sheet. Yeah, mind you, this reminds me of the little bit of the Freedom, the Mighty Freedom, and it was a pain to deal with all the stickers for that thing. Of course, first off, we need to line it up. I believe it wants to kind of sit at the edge. kind of unfortunate that we lose that sort of groove. Because there's a bit of a groove there that seems odd that we're getting rid of. To color correct on the rifle here. Okay, so now that we got that, yes, now we have to make sure it's actually level. That's the new tricky part. Of course, yeah. Okay, we are showing good. Just do this. Okay, so that seems all right. And then I believe we layer it over like so. Get that kind of in there. Get that flattened down. Oh, sorry. Just make sure this is all in the shot. That seemed a little weird. Try to nicely. All right, so that's that side of the gun. Now we need to do the other. Yeah, because it shows, of course, number 6 as the next one. Oh, come on. Yeah, try not to ruin the sticker sheet too much here. Do enough so we can pry it off. Nope. We know that bar goes along the bottom. Let's see. Okay, that looks like we need... I kind of like starting from this end here. It seems kind of like the proper end. Oop, get that kind of tilted over that way. Yeah, because now we just use this. I'm pretty sure we're in position here. Okay. This actually went really well. Not gonna lie, this went perhaps a little too well. Nice. Just make sure that, of course, our that we have applied contact. I think we can apply contact now with our fidgets, or digits. Whoop. Yeah, you're not quite down fully, are you? Down you go. Okay, there we go. Now we can put this rifle at the back. Back like that. Awesome. Okay. Oh, that doesn't make him too back heavy? No, it does not. Awesome. Okay, good. Good. Yeah, because outside of these extra stickers, that is all of them. We're going to keep, obviously, the sticker sheet around. We're obviously going to keep it around just in case, but... let's see. Okay, so that's just going over how to get these guys to be beam sabers, which uses H13. Yeah, so it's these guys right here. So that, and this very rubbery plastic for these yeah, beam sabers. Probably for the best. Even if they end up a little a little bent. But that from what I hear is easy enough to fix with a little bit of warm and cold water. I don't remember the exact steps offhand, but you can like reshape. Yes, so if we pop them off the hips, we can do that. Oh, okay. Then with the feet. So number 4 here. Okay, so this is a bit more of an interesting one with the effect parts. Yeah, outside of the shield, we're actually almost done. This kid actually, I think, went by a fair bit quicker than I was expecting, to be honest. Yes. So, okay. So this notched bit goes in the top part of the foot. This notched bit goes, well, non-notched goes there. Okay. So, oh, is this gonna force a specific pose? I think this is gonna force a specific pose. Oh, because now we gotta sort of, oh, yeah, because we're in on the foot. And we need to get it in on the, there. Okay, so it does adjust the foot there. Okay. Okay. Might not use that particular effect part. It's more if it was like going for a roundhouse kick or something like that. I would imagine a pose would make use of that bit. It's a bit of a pain to get placed though. Not gonna lie, because now I gotta fix the foot again like that. Okay, are we good? Nope, not quite. Because I did some adjustments with the leg. Which now means I have to figure out how to get it back. Back to that sort of posture. I just kind of do that. Nope, he is right now wanting to fall backwards. Uh-huh, come on. We can get this guy back into position here. There we go. There we go. Okay, so that interesting effect part, definitely for like, would be good for certain like more aerial poses, not really ground. Unfortunately, at the moment, I am lacking bases. So, okay, so those two. Then there is another piece on the horn. So that. And then there's two. Okay, so there's some other ones there. Oh, I think with this, how does this one work? Oh, okay, so A 1-1 has a piece. Okay, so this is a completely different. That's a completely different thing. So A1-1, that's this piece here. That, and then here. And that goes. Put this guy here for a sec. I haven't figured out what that guy's for. I haven't figured out what this guy's for. So if we want the beam effect on the antler, well, I say antler, horn, the unicorn horn, basically. There we go. Okay. Next. Okay, now it's the shield. All right. Okay, so let's get that assembled. So gonna need alpha for sure. Delta 2, 15. Okay, so delta 2, 15. So that would be this little piece here. I do mean little piece. Just be very careful with. Yeah, of course, nice funky gate on the one side. There's a couple of pieces still involved with that. So this piece goes like this. We need Bravo 1 for a couple more pieces. So that's what? Bravo 2 and Bravo 1, so these two. All right. We'll pop out number 1 here. Nope, come on. There we go. Nope, come on. Don't be stubborn with me, piece. There we go. And 2. Which is this one here. One more. There we go. Okay, so those two are out. And is that no, there is a extra like back of a hand here. You know what? I'm gonna clip that out, and because we'll probably clip out that last hand style anyways, and I believe we can just give that hand a back. Okay, so other than that, okay, this runner's got done. It is done, which is good. So that's right back here. So we want to hang out like this. So one would go up there. Oh, I got upside down. Upside down here. Okay. So kind of like this. And then this piece here goes in that. Okay. Then we've got A19, which is this piece here. Actually, there hasn't been too many of like the this sort of really dark. Yeah, because this is like a darker reddish purpley red compared to actually a lot of the other pieces. Charlie 10 next on the to-do. Okay, so this one I'm gonna clip there because that one gate is in a real awkward spot. Not that. And we'll do the same with that particular one. There we go. Now. Oops. There, and then we've got that. Awesome. Okay, so this, the way it pieces in is kind of like this. Okay, and then that other piece. All right. That goes like that. Then this piece here goes in through here. That should fit in nicely. All right. And our echoes. So I believe, I know, not that. Great. They're over here. Echo 1 and 2. Okay, same piece. Twice. Oh. Okay, so it's literally, yeah, it's literally this particular piece that I wasn't sure about yet. Okay. That is everybody on Echo 1. And then Echo 2, okay, same thing. So boom, and then boom. Okay. We're, we're burning through these. Let's see. A18. Okay, so it's another one of the dark sort of purpley magenta like color. There's looks to be some other little beam bits that we'll want, but start with, okay, that. Oh, this is for the like one grapple. Ah, yes. And then going to here. Okay, so it slots in there. Nice. And then A17, which is this piece. Although I will say making like any poses with that grapple might be a little tricky, to be honest. Getting it out now that's in the shield. Oh, and we need A22. Which is wait. A222. Never mind. It is on this runner. Oh, and we might as well nip out the open hand. Since we're on this one, so we'll get the open hand cleaned up and then attached. Well, okay. Given a back. Because we do have this extra back piece here. Oop. Yes, so it'd be this way. Like so. Awesome. Okay. Fair hand done. Now, there is one more piece we have to grab. That is 22. Right? Sorry. Yeah, A222. Because there's 20, 21. Oh, it's this yellow piece. Jeez. I was not expecting it to be yellow. Okay. That's seeming. Oh, right. Because then you'd have. I see. Okay. Now it makes sense. Let's see. Yep. So that's good. And then here, we want the side. Yeah, and this would be pointing down. There's a specific triangular shape. We get that. And that slots in right here. Okay. Then we go back to our delta 2 here to grab what, 14? Oop, you'd be able to see what see what I'm clipping out here. So I'm pretty sure it's the last piece on the runner, but pretty sure it's the last piece on the runner, but all right. This one's done. And that goes in like this into the shield. And then on the arm, yeah, the left arm, okay. So like this. Kind of like that then? Right, showing the alternate. Oh, so this piece is for the bit here that comes out. So if I wanted, let's just, since we're here. Oh, come on. Out you go. Out you go. It's in there good. The shield is in there good. Okay, we'll just remove it that way. Cause yeah, that's actually gone like in the arm really good. So if we take out this portion here. Oh, okay. So we can actually just, assuming that doesn't pop out. Clip this guy. Okay, so I'm starting to feel like this piece here might be hand grenade. Hand grenade, like, yeah. Because it does need to like doesn't like snap in is kind of the problem. Okay. All right, let's pop this guy back out for a sec. Okay, so it's in. Okay. Now I heard that click it. All right. So we can put that in there. And we got something we can do with that. Or we could even just leave it in the shield. So look at that. Yep. All good. We can even like just leave in the shield and that's similar to the Providence's shield, actually. Now that I think about it. Because it or well, arm on the Providence is kind of like this big bulky sort of setup with a blade coming out of it. Interesting. Right, so the next bit, yes, is the this with the shield. So can do this. We probably would have to remove that one little bit, but kind of an overload for the shield. My best guess. And of course, easiest runner. It's the one thing. All right, so gonna pop out the blade. So this part here pops off. easier said than done. Okay, let's see if I can use tweezers to get this guy. Because it's the whole, like, component that needs to kind of come off here. And you can see, like, there is, like, a extra little groove for the shield, so. Let's see here. Come on. I will say, like, most of this kit, at least for me, seems to be pretty solid. Pretty solid, so that is good, actually. So if we want to have this guy be a full-on, even better shield, and that actually looks pretty, like, with the light bouncing off it, that actually looks really cool. Like, this is a similar plastic to the beam sabers, this blue bit. Although now, given, oh, okay, now it's easy enough to get off. Awesome. All right, so now the actual little grapple thing, is that's where this wire comes in. Right, so how do we do this? So obviously take out the one big shield bit. Then we have to take out the actual grapple thing. I think the easiest way for me to do that would be just lifting up here. There we go. Then, oh, okay, so this hooks on to, oh, and yeah, that's why there's this really tiny hole. Oh, okay. It's very bendy. Very bendy. But I have a bad feeling if it gets a little cold, maybe don't bend it too much. So that, and then, yeah, so this side here plugs in like that. Oh, not that. We can widen the thing. This kind of connects back in. So, didn't want to remove the whole thing. Okay. Do that, plug this guy back in. And you get this, which, I mean, it's a little enough. Maybe not too, definitely, I do feel like this gimmick here might not stand the test of time. Just because this wire is like a stronger wire, maybe. But the wire in its kind of current sort of state, maybe not. But of course, now to undo it. Yeah, because I think probably what I'll do posing-wise with this is keep it as a shield. Whether or not it'll be the one of the other two, don't know which of the 3 other variants it'll be, but okay. That gets us back to there. We'll obviously keep that wire around, but like I said, it might not be long for this world. Yes. Oh, okay. So on this guy, that's where, let's see, these are A1. Ah, okay, so these guys. And this seems to be more like when it's on the freedom, or the justice's back. Okay. Oh, there's a couple of extra little nubbins to I believe we want to be clipping off. Oh yeah, it does say, yeah, these little extra bits you can get rid of. Getting rid of them's not gonna be a problem. And these look symmetrical. Or symmetrical enough that we can just might be easier if I open up the actually let me open up the wings on the fighter here. So borderline. Oh, okay. So it doesn't quite work that well with them. Okay, I see. Wait. No, it does. It does. I just haven't. There we go. Yeah, go full on Y-wing. Pretty much. Just about full on Y-wing. Alright, so let's get these slotted in for effect. Just to see what it looks like. The fact that there's all this like flexibility with the kit is really cool. It is really cool that there's all this flexibility with it. With the posing and assuming it's not a hand grenade. In the sense of the fact that as soon as you look at it the wrong way, it just falls apart. But yeah, let's see. Because these all seem like geared towards are these like the same? Well, okay. If they're different, that's not well. If the ends are slightly different, I don't think that's gonna matter. I think it'll look good enough either way. Now we're just gonna clip these guys off. Oh, hello. Let's just that. And there we go. I did. Apparently I have to cut twice. Or I think 3 times in the case of that spot. Okay, there we go. We'll just get this last one out and then just whip them onto the fighter there just to see what it looks like. Also, is that the last piece on this runner? Yes, it is. Okay, so this guy is. Sorry, looking a bit far to my left there. That piece is done. Awesome. Then we do this, and we can just clip these onto the fighter. As we can. That and that. Okay. Yeah, it's just okay. So when it's on the back, yeah, it's all yeah. That does make me wonder what the purpose of that is, other than to like cut through things you're going through. Kind of that, or maybe it's like an overcharge state type of thing. Like been a little while since I saw the Freedom movie. So, and we don't want to take the whole piece off there. I just, right? No, we'll keep the beams on for now. Do that. Okay. Honestly, kind of looks a bit cooler with with that strip on it. Yeah, because that's all those. I thought, because we have a couple other pieces that are like thinner here. Number twos. Do we have like just 2 extra just in case? Just checking here. Okay, yeah. So those those 2 on the other runner, they're not used. Okay. All right. Oh, okay. So we got through this one. Yeah, we figured out it was on the end of the shield. Yes, and then obviously the beam sabers on the waist we didn't undo. I think I know the regular freedom had that sort of, no, I don't think it has that perk where it can pull out the bits on the shoulders there for a dagger like weapon. Okay. So if I was to set this up as a display, how would I go about it? Because I would like to get one of the beam sabers out. If I can. Alright, so that pops out. And I think we kind of covered that. Well, I think it was covered, I should say. We didn't do anything with it. Let's see. Yeah, so that pops out. And then obviously once we're done with that, we just put it back into there. I'm assuming we're going to be, well, having the shield. We'll just assume the Justice is holding it in his right hand. When it comes to the hand, it's not, seriously, just slide, yeah, it just slides into the hand. Okay. All right, that for the most part works. And honestly, this system for the sabers is so much better than on the mighty freedom. So much. And I think we'll put the other the blue sort of shield particle effect on the shield. I just have to get this piece off, which there we go, we're under. Almost got it off. That's bits like this are a little tough to do. Okay, come on. There we go. There we go. Then we'll take this, apply that through there. Come on. Do that. Have it like that, and that. Put this kind of onto the shield arm. Back on the shield arm proper. I want to see how, like, with that. Yeah, so it is okay. Although it is a bit different than, yeah, we have to pretty, oh, I see. To get the shield to look pretty nice on that, on the arm there, we do have to do something like that. Okay. It doesn't really rotate very well. Actually, now that I think about it, is this rotatable around? Okay, it is. Of course, now I'm second guessing whether or not to keep it with this this shield effect, or put the blade on the underside, just because we're using, well, so far I've been using a lot of those. Okay. Yeah, we'll switch this back to the where's the stabby blade. But this should, yep, pop off nice and easy like that. Okay. Let's throw this guy back here. And grab this guy and put that in there. Oh. Okay, so that hand's a little on the weaker side. I could just put the open hand there. Like, the open hand might actually be a nice one to have there. Funny enough. Okay, there. Okay, so we have this. Got the shield. Which, of course, is more of a weapon at this point. Yeah, because the other, like, a beam effect bits are just looking through some of the posing here. Yeah, because so that's the Spitz Schwartz Beamhorn. Wort? Beamhorn, yeah. Interesting. Right, there's that yeah, Shining Edge, a Beam Boomerang. Okay. I guess, yeah, so pose here is kind of suggesting like the double beam saber. Okay, and that's admittedly something we hadn't done, but I will actually, I know ads are showing up shortly, but I am gonna actually snooze it, because I do think we're more or less at the point where we can call this call this a night, and as we we finished it up. As I didn't want to try to like muscle through it like the last time we were doing the hobby, just because I felt like we were gonna be in this sort of odd predicament where there's gotta be several hours more of work. So that's kind of why like it was a shorter stream the last time. And I think with how I want to have this posed, at least for now, just get these put together in a way, and I'll have to figure out how I want to pose it on the shelf later. We'll say, like, if I want to use the fighter itself, that's gonna be kind of tricky. Like as like the fighter as the backpack, because obviously, well, back heavy. Like, yeah, like this is, and once I get the hang of posing this, especially with the shield, like the shield's a bit of a tricky thing to pose with, and just in general too, because it's obviously like shields they're bulky. They block a lot of the block a lot on the pose. So, but I can't help but notice this at least when the beam boomerang is on the shield itself. Can't help but notice the resemblance to the Providence with that. But yeah, so honestly, I think it turned out really good. Sure, there's gotta be some nub marks here and there, and we got a couple extra pieces for the wings here. You know what? I might as well just clip these out and free this runner. Yeah, let's do that real quick. We'll free this runner. No, sorry, it's not. Sorry, these are just unused. Probably correct. These are just straight up unused. We'll keep the pieces for sure. But just put those like that. And C runner, I did empty this all out. Yes. Okay, awesome. That's all the runners. All right. So for those that stopped by tonight, it's greatly appreciated as always. It's thank you all for stopping by. And as for when it'll be next streaming, it will most likely be Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific. It will be a gaming stream. And it'll be our first stream of May. So I'm like the odds are it's probably gonna be like Mech Warrior Mech Warrior 5 Mercenaries, which we've been playing a lot, unless something else catches my attention that day. So that's I guess we'll play it by ear. All right. So until next time, everyone, thank you all for stopping by. And until next time, oh, geez. I think I said until next time 3 times. Anyways, take care and safe travels, everyone.